The hell? Heat, hot, heat, ow. Ow. Huh? Ow. What, dude? I gotta do something weird for the intro, like, every time, bro. What?
Just start the fucking video, man.
Dude, Louis, you start like that, then.
Just start it.
Dude, I can't just start... God, bro. Like, let me do my thing. You know what? I don't bother you when you're doing your thing.
No.
Matter of fact, it's been caught in video multiple times now. But anyways, let me talk about my book in peace. Don't want to hear it right now. Sorry. You're a loser. Just kidding. But anyways, so... I'm not going to lie to you guys. Louis... Okay, so I want to tell you the story. Yo, Sheriff, welcome to stream. But anyways, I want to explain to you why I even started reading Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Legendary Edition, where it contains the entire story of Ocarina of Time and then some, right? So, my brother, he is a massive fan of Zelda. By the way, leave a like if you enjoy. My brother is a massive fan of Zelda, and he said, yo, I'm going to go to the mall. And he just came home, hey, Alan, and the Majora's Mask version of this too, right? And I was like, oh, bet, because we read Twilight like a while back. Long time ago, by the way. This was like many months back. But Louis finally got this. And he was like, yo, Alan, you know, since you don't like playing the Zelda games that much, read about him. And I was like, or even earlier today, he was telling me, at ease, Ellen.
A Skyward Sword manga exists? Oh, heck yeah.
I'm sitting there like, you think I read? Louis? I don't read. I'm a guy who plays video games. I don't review books. Unless it's absolutely necessary or I feel it or whatever. And Louis' like, you played Ocarina of Time. You beat it. That was like the first Zelda game you ever beaten, even if it was through emulation. I want you to read this. I don't care what you say. Read this. It'll be different for you, buddy. So can I get Dark Souls afterward? Get the fuck out. All right, then. All right. You got it. After I read this, dude. So Louis got by the way, let me show you guys this. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, didn't mean to get you there. So Louis was playing this Skyward Sword, and he told me, "Yo, blast Ocarina of Time music when you're reading this, bro." I did it with Twilight, and I loved the experience. So you know what my happy ass did? I say, you know what? I'll listen to a little bit, and I'll give it a read. I will finally take time. Look, it's not a video game review. Is everyone happy now? I will finally sit here and read. Do not do that again. I will finally read a book. I will finally pick up a book and read. Because why not? It's Legend of Zelda. I like Zelda, even though I don't play a lot of the games. You guys know it, I've only played Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and, you know. No, do that again!
I'm doing the Sylvan from Skyward Sword.
Ooh! Go away, dude. I can't even do a review without you doing some shit.
Hey, that's what he did to me when I was trying to buy shit. When I backed out, he was the maddest motherfucker in
Why isn't this in the Skyward video, man? When I eventually get to it. Whatever, who cares? But anyway, so I sat down and I started reading this, and I tuned out everything. Oh, today's your birthday? Happy birthday, Carson? I think that's Carson. Happy birthday, Carson. I hope I said your name right. I apologize if I get it wrong. I butcher names a lot. But anyways, as I was saying, I went over there on the bed and I started reading. My one fear when it comes to reading any adaptation of something, right, is that it is going to be an adaptation that is word for word, page by page, the same exact story. You know what I mean? Because don't get me wrong, if I wanted, the exact same story, I would have played the game again, right? To hear about or whatever. But thankfully, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time not only changes shit up and how this story is, but it also does things like exactly like the game, like all the bits and pieces you will see from the game are in here, but it's played out in such different ways. I mean, look at the first thing you see when opening this. That is so cool seeing Link like that. And this is Ocarina Link, so this is the Link I actually appreciate. And then you see everyone else here, like Link, Kid Epona, and Kid Zelda and stuff. And obviously, I can't show you too many chapters of this, but I remember when reading this, holy shit, we got Link's mom. A frame of Link's mom on the first page. That is insane. That's already more than the game's ever done. The game never showed us her at all. But I won't lie though, right? Obviously, like I said, some pages in this are like from the game, but events play differently. Like, for example, other kids go to those places Link did. Like, for example, in the first dungeon or in the Deku Tree, aka your base dungeon, Mito actually follows you. This little shit right there that always starts issues of Link actually goes inside of the Deku Tree and actually helps Link out and fights with Link in that Deku Tree. Kind of funny how that shit works. And to be real, it's kind of like that throughout reading this entire thing. I mean, you got the introduction meeting Kid Zelda. You got apparently an evil version of the Deku Tree in here. Dark Link doesn't even fight Link, like, in the water fucking temple at all, mind you. He just comes out of a well saying, "What's good, nigga? Let's scrap." And I'm sitting there like, bro, aren't you supposed to be in the water temple? No. Nah. Yeah, he's like, nah, I want to appear early, bitch. That aside, by the way, Dark Link was very brief. Oh my god, like he was like on there for like a page and a half, if not like maybe 2 pages. That's it. That's his entire thing in this shit.
In Twilight, that man had like what, 10 pages of a fight?
Well, I don't remember that shit. Okay, dude, he likes doing this only when I'm streaming. Show me weird shit. Okay, bro. But anyways, as I was saying, right? And I remember just reading this, listening to Ocarina of Time music, like my brother said. And you know what? It sort of did enhance my experience reading this Zelda manga. Because, like, keep this in mind, guys. I do not read books. I mainly stick to video games because video games is my way of, doing things. I like playing the hero, or I like playing whatever the fuck. I like just being active in something, and having Ocarina of Time music and getting like a second sort of chance going back into this other than like the missing link and having this be like an alternative Ocarina of Time tale. I'm not going to spoil absolutely everything, but I just want to say this was such a great read. Even if I did I spent I think about 2 hours. That is literally the more reading that I've done in 2024. I'm just kidding. That's a joke, by the way. I actually read a lot in 2024, aka the research for Punch-Out and Mega Man and all that other sort of stuff. I did a lot of reading, but I don't really talk about me reading stuff to you guys because, reading's for suckers, apparently. It's not really all that cool to read. But, yeah, this was great. I actually had a really good time reading this. And you guys know me with manga or any sort of book that is about manga. Yes, your boy did get confused on where to read, but it's not as bad. Most times it's not as bad as One Piece's paneling issues and all that other sort of stuff. That's still one thing I do get confused about since, again, my stupid American ass can only read letters that go straight in lines, okay? I don't read no text bubbles, and continue from all those other angles and shit. I don't do that, okay? I mainly read normal books. So reading this Zelda manga that Louis said, at ease, buddy. I almost dropped that certain word because YouTube doesn't like that word. And he just said, read it and you're going to love it. And if you don't, you're done. Okay. Well, I decided to read it. I spent over I think I spent 2 hours because it was like 2 o'clock.
And also, if you don't read Majora's Mask, I will come for you.
Why? You don't even know Majora's Mask like I do.
I don't care. Read it.
Are you? And by the way, this isn't planned or scripted for anyone that just wants to know. This is just me saying my thoughts, and then this bubbling buffoon comes out of nowhere and starts talking to me like, I'm going to do things if you don't read the Majora's Mask manga, buddy. I'm sitting there like, bro, have you played the game? I should be the one telling you that about playing the game and reading the book. But no, I ain't like that, am I? So can I get Dark Souls?
No. Damn. After that massacre you just gave me? No.
When your boys try to play Dark Souls, okay? But, yeah, this read was great. I actually had fun. I actually have fun reading books. I'm just kidding. I have fun reading books about things I give a fuck about. Reading becomes completely nonchalant if it's not something I care about in the slightest, okay? You're gonna have to put Mario Brothers on a book before I can read that bitch. You know what I mean? Before I even consider reading. But, so I emailed the student counselor about my early college. I've decided I'm doing it. Lol. You're gonna do it? Well, shit, I hope you have a good time, because it's about to be crazy. Them classes about to solo your bitch ass. They're about to be like endgame Elden Ring bosses with what type of stuff you're about to be doing. Unless you got like all the equipment max geared up and shit, and you're about ready to take college on, which I hope you do phenomenal in that, by the way. Just like me, how I did phenomenal in reading this book. Yeah, that's right. I spent 2 hours reading. I don't usually, keep this in mind, chat, I don't usually spend hours reading a book. Alright? Tops. I don't read. I don't find reading interesting, but yet this Legend of Zelda manga, sort of kind of brought me back, and, Louis kind of dragging my leg saying, read that, you need some more Zelda content on your channel, and I'm like, okay, fine, I'll read the Zelda book, so your bitch ass can be happy, and I can be happy having an alternative tale to the Ocarina of Time storyline. And to be honest, there are some things in this manga that I actually prefer in this full Ocarina of Time manga than the game. Like, for example, like, getting to see Link's mom, that is a cool detail I never thought we would ever see, or a version of Link's mom, getting to see Zelda's actual dad in here too. That was actually really cool. Also, like seeing Ganondorf. I'll give y'all, let me try to find a really cool. Oh, and also a bonus story of Skull Kid, like us being shown up to Skull Kid and stuff. That was also really, really cool. I dug it. Yep. 2, you gotta choose a major first for of that shit. Oh yeah, huh? You gotta do all that. But, yeah, this was great. Man, if only a Zelda game for me can go this fast. I can beat it in 2 hours. Oh, man. I wonder what Zelda game I can actually beat in 2 hours. Huh. And don't suggest me Zelda 1. That game is ass. Okay, just don't. Unless it gets a remake and, a better map feature and all that other sort of stuff, just don't suggest me the first Zelda game. I don't want to play that. Or maybe Zelda 2. Don't suggest me Zelda 1 or Zelda 2. They're garbage. Okay, at least Zelda 1 has, the iconic melt. Well, Zelda 1 and 2 got iconic melt. Okay, they got iconic melodies. But you get my point that this was really cool, and it gives you, like, an alternative vibe to Ocarina of Time in comparison to the game. I mean, the game is just the game. But because it's not a game, it allows Ocarina of Time story to go like more and more in depth with some things. And also, Link has a pretty cool personality in this. He is not like, you see him talking to Navi, you see him actually interacting with her and interacting with all the other characters. He's not just a silent mute like he is in the video game, He's actually his own person here. And it's actually really, really cool. I dig it. And I dig the art style of Akira Himekawa. I butchered the shit out of that. I don't speak, I can't even say Japanese. I apologize. And I know this review is far from perfect, but I'm just saying, I really enjoyed this book. I'm not sure if I'm going to ever read it again, but, you know, if I feel like that alternative Akira flair, I'll give it a read. I may not be as crazy as my brother when it comes to Zelda content or Zelda consumption, but I at least try. And, I'm pretty happy with the way this book turned out. I know I said that so many times during this video. I just don't know what else to say other than go read this shit for yourselves online or go buy a copy to help the creator out, because he spent many moments of his life creating and crafting Ocarina of Time's story into this book, and it's just cool that he decided to do that and give it his own twist and turns and did things the game could not and answered some questions the game could not. And on top of that, at the near end of the book, after Ganon's defeat and everything, right, I was expecting nothing to happen. I was expecting, you know, it to end as soon as Ganon, you know, Zelda and Link met again. As you can see, adult arc ended on that last shot, Link seeing Zelda again. But then we go into Hero of Time bonus story, Ruro of the Watara. Yeah, we get a bonus chapter section in this that's even more content with the Hero of Time before he died. That's really, really cool. I like that. And it gives us a new adventure, you know, with its own little bits and pages of this. I think that's really cool. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time manga. Let me know if you guys want me to read Majora's Mask, you know, and not just Louis' thought process on if I should read it or not. But let me know, you guys down below in the comments, if I should read more Zelda. Or maybe consider playing more Zelda. I don't know which Zeldas I can get into, but reading it is fun. I wish the games were as fun as reading you, though. You know, like I wasn't lost, you know, I was shown what I could do, where to go, because I don't like getting lost in those type of games and stuff. I like knowing what to do. Yet, you know, this book never really made me feel lost. Obviously, because the book and all the story beats are playing out one after another. But you know, I think I might prefer reading it than actually fucking playing it. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see. You know, I'm gonna have to. I mean, because I did love Ocarina of Time a lot, so saying that kind of hurts. But who knows? Maybe I do prefer reading it than playing. But I don't know. Anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends. This is it. I don't know what I'm gonna come back with tomorrow. Actually, I know exactly what I'm gonna come back with tomorrow. Another my experience, probably talking about Mario or Sonic again. Oh, and stay tuned, guys, for this channel because we're about to head into full review mode. Oh.